Okay, right guys, just like a quick video about Truggies. Now all my Truggies are here except for one, the Mugen one. It's kind of in bits at the moment, doing some work to it. But the other four, now that's a Traxxas Revo. I know it's a Truggy guys, but it's like a monster truck as well. So I don't know if I'm going to have this in my little review. But the Revo is a bad machine and it is durable. That with the Savage Flux, I'd say they're really durable. The Savage Flux took a lot more upgrades to make tough. The Revo was kind of tough out of the box. You probably just need some RPM arms and maybe to improve your slipper clutch, because I found sometimes they would burn out. So start off with the Truggies, have a quick look. So we've got the Hyper ST over here with the chrome shell and chrome wheels to match. I think it looks kind of nice. Ooh, got this over here. I think it's got a nice little look to it. So the shell was a little bit flimsy, so I did shoe glue the shell. So that's something you want to do. And chrome, I think, has a nice little kick to it, especially when it's a nice sunny day. Kind of looks awesome. Alright, so let's get the shell off. I like the way they've got these little kind of strengthening bars on the shell, but the shell was really flimsy, so I did shoe glue the shell because I knew it wouldn't last. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's being shoe glued. And this would have the nitro conversion because the exhaust was there. Alright. Ta-da! That motor I talk about, and this is fast. It is rapid, guys. 4S is a sweet spot. I keep it on that. So that's a Toro 150 amp ESC. I think that's the only. Yeah, I went to waterproof after that. I do like the fact they've got. Now this is if you're gonna get these, if you're gonna go for Truggies, guys. I mean, they generally are a lot tougher. You'll find the turnbuckles, you know, are a lot more thicker. Obviously, the springs, the more big bore. Everything's upgraded. Everything's more uprated. Everything's stronger. The front hubs are usually alloy as well on most of these Truggies. I found this is probably the most basic out of the Truggies that we've got here. But Hypers have got their reputation for being legendary tough. So it is a tough cookie. I've got the T-board bumper on the front of it, and I put the old bumper on the back of it, because you get some crazy dudes driving with me, and it's really fast, guys. I mean, put it this way, I've rarely driven it where it's not popped the wheels off. It's not geared for acceleration either. But like I say, that motor, guys. Anyway, so yes, this one's not waterproof. The ESC, I just put the receiver on the servo. Again, the Losi 8 battery tray, because it's a conversion. It's awesome. It just fits all the batteries in. You know, you're not struggling for space on that. And then you got a little ledge for ESC. So what I do like about it, I mean, it is tough. There aren't too many upgrades on this. It's quite simple. Nothing's broken, but I think having alloy central braces, you know, I think they're imperative. You need them, and this has got them. You know, especially if you're going to be doing some sick jumps and landing them a bit hard. But yeah, so it's kind of standard, kind of basic, but a good Truggy for overall driving and bashing. Okay, where should we go next? Let's go to the RC8T, which is a Team Associated Truggy. I do like their spoiler though. I gotta give them that. You see, all the rest of the spoilers are kind of run-of-the-mill buggy spoilers. The Hong Nor one's a little bit different. It's got a nice little look to it. But the RC8 has got some craziness going on to it. That's like that thing's kicking speed. Anyway, you can tell it's had it's been through the trenches. Yes, and this is why you should sugar your shells. Ta-da! I had some really bad jumps, and well, I don't know. It kind of had one or two. I was trying to do a 360 flip, but the ramp wasn't high enough, and it landed like that a few times. So kind of got knackered up. But that's still repairable with shoe glue. It's still repairable. Okay, get to the buggy. It is a class bit of kit. You can tell. I mean, RC Team Associated stuff's, you know, it's quality anyway. It's obviously a bit more. I'd say this is, you know, it's well, a bit more well made than the Hyper ST. Now the only qualm I had was the plastic center brace snapped. Yeah, so it's supposed to be going there, it snapped. and that one's plastic as well. So if you're going to bash hard the RC8, you need to upgrade to the alloy bit, which I was fortunate enough to get when I bought it. Because I don't really buy stuff brand new. I know people don't like what I'm saying, but I look for good deals second hand. And if I get rolling chassis, I always stock up on motors and ESCs and just build them up. You know, it's guys like buying a car from the showroom. You're paying what, 20, 30 grand, and then as soon as you've driven it out, it's 5 grand's gone in depreciation. So if it looks good to me, I can see the pictures and it looks like it's well made, hasn't been bashed too hard, I'm happy with that. I don't need to pay a bit extra just to get it spanking new. Anyway, so this has got the Losi 8 battery tray again on it. This was converted over as well from Nitro. No issues except for the fact that it broke. It broke the centre brace. Apart from that, it is nice. It's well made. I like the fact it's got the you know, the socks and the shocks, because it is going to get dirty, especially if you drive the way I drive. Anyhow, I got the Leopard system in here with the SE8 120 amp ESC, and that is a decent ESC. If you haven't used it, guys, you know, it is decent. If you're in a slash, you want to put that in if you want to start going to some monster gearing and mod 1. But yeah, I was never really the fan of these flat face kind of wheels. I always liked a little bit of depth, you know. I liked my wheels to have a bit of a look to them, but yeah, but it did its job. It did the job. It's nice. It's well made. It's quite solid. It's well built. But if that's the way it came stock, it still needs a few upgrades to make it perfect, you know. And I wouldn't say it's the ultimate basher. It's kind of tough, but you know, you're gonna have some issues somewhere on the line with things you're gonna have to upgrade. Let's go to the Losi 8, and straight away, guys, the Losi 8 is a pretty little thing. I mean, these guys design things really well. You know, so you know, again, you've got everything on here, but it's I think it's made for tracks and rough terrain as well. The way everything's, you know, it's kind of like the drivetrain, the way it's covered up. This sadly has got plastic centre brace and a very short one, and again at the front as well. That's something I'm not really too fond of. It does squat a little bit as well, guys. You know, I have wound it down, but it has the same problem the Revo has. It starts to squat a bit. Got a motor on my fans. This is fast. Yeah, it is fast, guys. And the weather's getting better. Yeah, you'll be happy to know. So, let's pull out a little bit. It's got a little bit cloudy, but the weather is getting better, guys. So we will be able to go out and play. Yay! Okay, so I'd like to go drive up there somewhere. But anyway, that's enough for my town. Okay, so no bumper on the front. I think kind of recipe for disaster. Does have alloy shock towers, and apart from that, it is nice. It's pretty. But I've said before, guys, I don't think it's the ultimate basher though. I don't think it's made for that. And you know, all of them, guys, have got a little bit of weight to them. Even the Losi 8, there's a bit of weight. But the one thing I would prefer about these Truggies over the Revo is the fact that it takes one battery pack's perfect. You know, with the Revo, you're shoving them into both compartments. You know, one on each side, and then, you know, if you don't have the Traxxas batteries, they don't fit, and you've got to sometimes cut little holes into your battery tray to make sure that the wires don't, you know, that the battery box can close, basically. But with these Truggies, all these Truggies, and the reason why I like Truggies, guys, is the fact that if you're not sure where you're going to go, you don't know what the train's going to be like, you can't go wrong with a Trugger. You can do off-roading, you can do on-roading as well. One battery pack's perfect. 3S, these will still be fast on 3S, because they're not really heavy. And it's just really easy I find it just easy, guys. I mean, to put one battery pack in, put your pins on, off you go. You know, and it's like, you know, it's like if you took your slash out and there's rocks or pavements and stuff like that, you're going to struggle to get over them. With a Truggy, it was a cross between a truck and a buggy, so it's a Truggy. It doesn't seem to have that problem. So if I was going to go somewhere where I wasn't sure where I'm going, I would definitely have a Truggy in my arsenal. I would have a Truggy that I would take out, because I know wherever I go, I'll be able to drive. So this Losi was again a conversion from a Nitro, and like I said before in one of my other videos, I like the red chassis. I converted it over, and it's fast. It is really fast. It's got the Badland tyres on, which you drive this on road, you are gonna wear them out. So I tend to try and go where it's a bit more dirt or mud or, you know, and then, so you don't want to really be leaving dirt on your truck either as well, guys. Not a good idea. So try and, that's waterproof now, so I can just wash that off, not a problem. But yeah, it's a pretty kit, it's nice, it's a racer, it will do perfectly on tracks. But will it bash hard? No, I don't think so. I kind of cracked off the rear. It didn't come with this rear whatever is brace, and my son was driving it and he cracked the plastic one off, so I had to put that back on. So I haven't jumped it crazy like I have with that. It's too pretty to bash, I don't know. I don't think it's going to handle mental abuse, guys. I think it's more one of them that, you know, if you're going to take it to a track or you're going to race people or you just want something just to blaze about with, you're not going to go too hard on, that's probably the one for you. And it is nice. It is well made, guys. Hyper ST, I probably have no inhibitions about. Parts for Hypers are kind of cheap as well, and you can get spare parts all day long, second-hand ones. RC8, I think one of my fears was the drivetrain. I don't know why. I just feel a little bit like something's going to go wrong with the drivetrain. It was really loud compared to the others. And that's not because of the gear mesh. I know how to mesh gears. Hong Nor CRX, I think this is the Pro version. Was it CRT, sorry? The Pro version. Again, this has got Badlands on. I actually like this one. I think this is probably my favourite. Right? I haven't got that motor in. I'm probably going to take it out of another car and put it in here, because I don't think that one's really that fast. This is a 2050 kV Trackstar. I've turned stuff up on the timing of the ESC. It's got the waterproof ESC. I mean, it is waterproof, that's the benefit of it. But build-wise, guys, this has got more alloy on than the rest of them. You know, it's got the alloy shock towers and that whatever that is. The is it your brace, your front brace for your servo, and then it's got the alloy here as well, which is you definitely need that, guys, for your turning. And you know, on hard impacts as well, that usually it tends to break in buggies. They've used 7075 T6 aluminium on the centre brace, and I mean the way that's designed, it looks like they've put some thought into that. You know, it looks like it will take some serious impact. Again, they've got sock shocks. Well, they've got them inbuilt socks on the shocks. But I think out of all the builds, I prefer this one. I don't know why. It's just nice and it's quite light. It's quite light. So it's nice, guys. I probably would, that'd be in between. I think it's nice for the track and bash. So just a quick vid, guys, off some of the Truggies, and I will be taking them out now. The weather's getting better, and then we'll be going out and getting some driving on, because I've got a few days off and the weather's looking sweet. So we need to get out there into the RC world and get some blazing going on. So just leave you with that, guys. I thought I'd show you what kind of Truggies I've got there. Handling ability, I would definitely say Losi 8 and the Hong Nor. I'd go with them. And bashing, I'd go with the Hyper ST. And the RC8, apart from the plastic braces, I'd say they're a bit more tougher. They're built for that. But the Hong Nor I haven't bashed excessively, but I don't think I'd be shy bashing that either. I think if I was to pick anyone up and go out without any inhibitions, it'd probably be the Hong Nor. It just seems well made, guys. It looks nice. And all I've got to do is take one of their motors out. The Trackstar one that I really like. Take that out of one of my cars. I'm going to put it in there, and that's perfect. Then that's perfect. I mean, that will probably handle. It'll probably handle most buggies for speed. I mean, it'll be hitting 60, no problem. No problem. Okay, so we'll leave it there. I don't think there's anything else I was going to talk about. I don't think anything else is going to keep me about, so we'll stop it there, guys. And hopefully the next vid will be out and about. Okay.